It's an honor to be with all you guys. I think my story can resonate with a lot of you because I get called a lot of things, as you can imagine. The one thing I wish I would be called more, which is actually true, is an entrepreneur. I build things. I build organizations. We help build movements. We build messaging. And we helped a certain person become president of the United States recently. The president deserves the credit. But we helped especially with younger voters in particular. But it started back where I grew up, suburbs of Chicago. I wanted to go to West Point. My whole life was about going to the United States Military Academy in West Point. Eagle Scout, football, basketball captain, heavily involved in my community. Ended up not getting into West Point. I convinced my parents, hey, I'm not sure if I want to go right into college. I'd like to take a gap year before I go to college. And the idea I had was, hey, I want to start an organization from nothing to try to reach the next generation around first principles of liberty and freedom, and that our country is a great nation and is worthy of preserving and protecting. Well, one gap year turned into 13 gap years. Wow. This was in 2012 Chicago. So the process was, look, I saw a problem, and entrepreneurs are problem solvers. It's that simple. People say all the time, Charlie, how do I get rich? How do I be successful? You solve a problem. Once you solve a problem, people will give you value. And when you solve a problem over a period of time better than somebody else, then you have a market differentiator. Well, I saw a very big problem, which was that the nation's youth were dramatically going to the left, that our college campuses were not places of free speech and free dialogue and open discussion. And so I decided to start an organization that would address that. It was called Turning Point USA. Started in literally my parents' garage, with no money, no connections, and no idea what I was doing. And thanks to the Lord's providence, and I have to give credit to God Almighty for His blessing at every single corner and step and turn, we experienced the most amazing journey over 13 years where I have been able to not just make an impact in the culture and politics, but build something of value and of great substance and depth. As you mentioned, we have over 1,000 employees at Turning Point. We have well over $150 million in revenue between all the different entities. So we have over 430,000 people that donate money to Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action. You can call them our customers. But as a nonprofit, we do have a for-profit arm, which is my show. But as a nonprofit, our customers are actually the students, are actually the target that we are trying to reach every single day. And so it's just been an amazing blessing. And as an entrepreneur, I'm always looking at new problems to try to solve and new ways that we could try to bring an innovative, passionate approach to try to make America a better and stronger country.
If you want like the secret to get rich, it's actually like not super hard. It's like live below your means, save your money, invest in good companies, and then find good ideas and read a lot, like read a lot. If you just read a lot and you understand, like all of a sudden you'll see trends and you'll be well informed. Again, I don't want to make it seem like it's super easy, but it depends what you define by rich. But I'll say one final thing. People are so bad with money. Like again, if your top priority is getting drunk, okay, then go do that. Like I know a lot of people, they're like, I want to be rich. I spent $700 going out this weekend. Like, I guess you don't want to be rich, okay? You want to feel good and you want to have a bunch of, toxins go through your liver, but you actually don't want to live a life of happiness and contentment. And I'm not a moralist. If you want to drink, go ahead. It's a free society. Go do that. But then don't all of a sudden complain to me that you're not materially wealthy. But like, you have to sacrifice everything to want to become actually rich, unless you're born into it. Like no nights, few weekends. I traveled 3,000 days over a decade. I'm a million miler in American, Delta, United. I'm in all 50 states multiple times. Like it's thankless, gritty work. Not easy. So if you actually want to be rich, then there is a path for you. You have to like sacrifice immensely. I don't drink alcohol. Like Tucker Carlson doesn't drink alcohol. Donald Trump doesn't drink alcohol. Now, that doesn't mean that like you can't be rich if you don't drink alcohol, but you must sacrifice stuff. Now, it might be that you create a good widget, or like you might have a good social media app, or you might get good venture funding. But even those guys will tell you have to fail a lot, you have to sacrifice a lot. But yeah, it depends on what you want. If you want to be rich, like actually like have your bank account big, then there is a way forward for, if it's your number one reason for living, to, you know, earn $500,000 a year. Like that's very conceivable in America. I would like to have people remain super poor and dependent on the government. Don't teach them financial literacy. And if you want to have them like filling out credit cards at 25% interest, don't teach financial literacy. The best way to build wealth is over long periods of time, saving money and doing boring stuff. It's not get rich quick. It's not big meme coins, right? It's not big spikes. It's just going to work, saving money, and living below your means. I know that's not the sexy answer everyone wants, but that's what Warren Buffett did. Warren Buffett's one of the world's wealthiest men. He started with like very little money 70 years ago. And no one wants to hear that, right? They want to hear about like, what's the next NVIDIA? Okay, I don't know, but I can tell you that in 40 years, if you put $100 a week into a moderately managed, you know, wealth account, you're going to be great. $100 a week, man. I can't afford that. Okay, well, let's talk about it. How much money do you make? Oh, I make $91,000. You can afford $100 a week. How many young kids right now that are 17 can tell you the difference between credit and debit? They can't. It's one of the things I like about Trump's upcoming big, beautiful bill is that every new baby born in America will get a $1,000 loan from the federal government in, I don't know if you guys know about this, but in a investment account that they can't touch. They're 18, invested in the Dow Jones Industrial Average that they'll be able to monitor throughout their 18 years. It can be grown by philanthropists, family members, grandparents, so they'll actually be able to see their wealth increase. So they're stakeholders. So if we have 2 kids, if we have another kid, that kid will immediately have a investment account that's only a one-way drop box. You can't access this money until you're 18. So it actually creates ownership units for the next generation. But is there anything like inherently wrong with a billionaire? No, like most billionaires actually have solved big problems for us. Like, you know, people love hating on Elon Musk. I like Elon a lot. He's become a friend. I know there's been like a lot of social media talk about it, but I refuse to say anything negative about Elon. Like, okay, you tell me the next time you're able to launch a rocket and land it. Like, actually, that's pretty cool. Like, okay, you're able to revolutionize the electric car industry. Like, you deserve a lot of money if you do that.
If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
I mean, if I die?
Everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important. The most important thing is my faith.